Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Factorio Fixit. My name's Root Negative, and let's get cracking. Today we're in a factory by Dylloop. Now Dylloop is a protege of mine. He's been watching my stuff for a little while now, and it turns out he's a YouTuber. And he was a YouTuber way back ago, and stopped recording and has decided to return to the YouTubing caper. Now he started a series by the name of Factorio Megabase. Now I think his intention is quite clear, which is good. That means I have some competition. Now Dylloop, as I said, he's a protege of mine. He's been watching a lot of my stuff, so let's have a look through his base. Let's see if we can offer some thoughts, suggestions and ideas on how he can improve it. Now what we're going to start with is this the train station by the looks of it. He's got this looks like an engineering train of some description. This is a PAX train or a semi. Okay, so yeah, it looks like he's got just stations in place, and these are just general stations at the moment. This is for copper, so he's already got a train system up and running, and this game is 22 hours old. So there you go, pretty good. Now, something that Dylloop will have to do very shortly is obviously double up his stations, move to both sides of the track, so that he can unload in a nice time. This ending here is interesting. This probably needs to be a T-junction so he can head north. Actually, speaking of which, we'll grab a PAX train very quickly because we need to head out into the railway network. Now, where do we want to go? We want to go to Work in Progress North. Right. Have we got fuel? Yes, we've got fuel. Excellent. Here, have some more. Nope, can't. Now this is an RSO base, so he has resource spawner overhaul on, and that means that things are a little bit more spread out. Now I was looking at the spawn, and you know, it's not actually that bad. There's quite a lot of resources around that Dylloop can go and tap into, so that's a good thing. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's out of fuel. Okay, there's something we can fix. So I don't think we're going to find much to fix in this factory, as Dylloop has been asking me a lot of questions, so I've been doing my best to help him out. And you're going to see a lot of familiar stuff, because not only has he been following me, but he's also been following Colonel Will. And you all know that I take quite a few hints and tips from Will. So there's going to be a lot of familiarity in this base. Now this is out to the oil stop. Now this is a suggestion for your train lines. Now right now we have Work in Progress North, and then we have End of Line South. Here's the thing, right? You want these to be the same. You do not want them to be different things, because when you don't have consistency, that's when you get confused, and if you get confused you make mistakes. Now what we'll do is we'll run to PAX Oil Field 1. Oops, that's 2. So we'll go see what this okay, that was oil 2. Never mind, we're going to oil 1, which is down here. Now, workstations are very important, because you should do a couple of things with them, right? Now, we'll implement some of this stuff. Just get some things repaired. I've got one big power poles. Nice. Very nice. Okay, stopping here. Now, we've got power here, so what we'll do is we'll run power out this way. I'll kill the rock. Nope. Kill the rock. Because what you want to do, at the end of your workstations, or at the end of your lines, when you throw down your workstation, you want to go Work in Progress, did he call it? North. So this is work in progress west, right? So not only do you throw down a train station though, the other thing you want to do is you want to throw down a radar station. Now the reason for this is it scouts around this area, and then what you get is a bit more of a scouting effect just by running your train lines. Now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of these actually. So let me build some right now. Now the next thing that you want to do is you want to place some radars around all your junctions. Now junctions should theoretically be deadlock proof, but you can see I've already deadlocked this one because I did something. You want to have a radar over your junctions so that you can see what's going on. Let's back the truck up. Jump back in. Press run. Off we go. Because we'll go check out this oil base, and then what we're going to do is go over and check out this copper mine, and then yeah, we'll be on our way back to the main factory. So there's nothing really too much going on here. They're down to 0.1 and 0.2. Now something that Dylloop should do is, he's not quite there yet, but he should be working towards getting some modules into those very quickly, because oil in RSO is all about time. Now we want to go to PAX Iron Mine 1. Off we go. Oh, I've forgotten something. Stop. Something else you want to do is around your outposts, you want to put a radar down as well. And these are important because it gives you vision. Okay, you can see now I've got vision around a junction, I've got a vision around this junction, and I've got vision around this outpost. So I know what's going on, and I don't have to be there, I just need to use the map. Now the map becomes more and more useless the bigger the bigger your map becomes, and that's because it doesn't move very quickly. I did a Fixit just recently on Colonel Will's factory, and that thing's huge, and moving the map around is just hopeless. You'll spend, you know, a couple of minutes moving the map to a location that you can actually use. Now, stop here. We'll drive forward a bit. Stop. Forward. Stop. Okay. Run. So again, vision around the junction. I probably should have put one up here and here, but we're limited for time today. So I've only got 12 minutes left to do what I can. We'll stop it again. Stop. Okay, we got vision. Nice. Oop, stop. Just don't particularly want to manual that in there because that's a little bit hard. Okie dokie. So here we are at, what is this? Iron Mine 1. Now you'll notice that Dylloop is actually just using normal fast inserters to put this into the iron train. This is a mistake. These need to be smart inserters. Unless you have smart inserters here, you're running a risk, and it's a very big risk as well. So we'll go like this. Now there's a reason why I do this. The reason is that, hold on. The reason is that this means that now I'm protected. I know that there is no way, no how iron can get on this train, because you notice that this iron come copper mine is all mixed together. So very, very hard to sort out what's happening here. And he's managed to do it through a nice little filter system. And this kind of thing isn't often used, or often required in Factorio. But, you know, when it is, it is quite pretty. What is that there? Interesting. Pick this up. Now something of interest here is this S-band. Now, it's not required at all anymore. However, I think this looks better. Nope, wrong button. Okay, there we go. So that'll just give us a little bit more buffer storage. So will this. Okay, we'll throw that in there. We need iron. Where can we put iron? Perhaps in the train. Can we put it in the train? No, no room. No room here either. Okay. Right, looks like you're going in there. So this is the station, and it looks pretty good, apart from the boo-boo with the smart inserters, but it seems like it's worked up till now. And if it's worked up till now, that must mean that the design is solid. So let's head back to the main base and see what we can, what mayhem we can create down there. Now I think there was a radar somewhere down there, because that was giving us vision. Now we want to head back to just the PAX iron unload. Sounds good. Let's go get some. Yeah, so you can see as we leave, which means there must be a radar here somewhere. Oh, actually we probably should just stop the train. Back the train up. I'll throw one there. And vision over your base is something important too, because I know in mine I can't see everything, which is an issue. So fog of war can cover your own base, and you need to stamp down some radars so you can see everything. Alright, here we go. Back to base now. Thanks combat. Thanks research. What else do we need? There's a damage upgrade. Sounds good. I can't fit that there. Okay, there we go. Now it looks like solar panels are going to be high on the list for Dylloop shortly. At least that's what I would do. Colonel Will would argue against it and say that he should try and do it without using solar. But I think that that is a little bit silly. Challenging, certainly, but silly. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. Now this is the smelter system. Now this will have to be expanded. It's not really that large at the moment. However, I dare say that that will come in the future. Now, the thing that really concerns me about Dylloop Space, and I don't know if this is a smaller base that's going to be expanded later, or if this is going to grow into the main base. Actually, he's got a good slice of land here that he can use for the proper base. You could run that all the way up in there. You can see that there's this really nice outline here, and you know, possibly use this for oil, even, you know, stretch the oil down into here. Do the oil build, plastic, you know, building towards rocket defense in the top, or even rocket defense down here somewhere. Ish. So this is the factory, right? And it seems to be okay. Apart from it needing an upgrade of them. And what have we got over here? Have we got? We do. Excellent. Let's grab some of these. Now everything is set up, ready to be expanded and upgraded, which is a good sign. So you can see here that there's allowance already made for blue and purple science. There is allowance made for blue belts once they're finally researched. Now this is very interesting, right? So this is the bus here. Now it's heading this way, and you can see that there's water right here. So that doesn't leave a lot of space for expansion. Now this looks to me like it's going to become a red circuit build. Now I'm not going to do it. Hold on a sec, let me sneeze. Now I won't be building the red circuits. However, the issue that I have is that currently, oh for crying out loud, it overlaps part of the bus. So right now the copper will be really in the way, and to a lesser extent the green circuits, because we need to take these out and put these somewhere. So that's very interesting. Now, nice green circuit build. This is made so that it can be expanded this way. Now again, I don't think he's going to have enough room to get the throughput that he wants there. So that's going to be interesting. Now, this is a little aesthetics thing, right? Now, you can see that he's put this corner in to get this to work. Now, there's a better way of doing this, and what it involves is building it backwards. So we'll pick these up, right? Pick that up too. Connect that. Pick this up. So this can all be done a little bit better. Without requiring that big turn in the middle of the belt. Okay, so what we've got, right, is we've got a place where we want to put the iron. We know that the iron has to come in here. So what we do is we go from here backwards, rather than trying to go from the main bus over and guess where it's going to hit. Go backwards. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm used to button number 1 being belt. Rightio. So there we go, we've got that. We'll fill that in. Now we need this here to be the red splitter. This can be that there, this can be that there, and this can go here. So there we go, that is the way to do it. You can see that that's a lot straighter now. It's a lot simpler. Now this is very interesting, right? Because we have, okay, this is a bus line here, and the bus line's being split to come down here. Now there's going to be throughput issues on this, so what we'll do is we'll fix this as well, get this straightened out. So there's still an element of spaghetti in this. We'll see if we can remove that. Now the entirety of the red circuits is wrong, and it will have to move. It's in the way, something chronic. If he ends up putting it there, he's going to create some interesting challenges for himself. So I'll pick all of this up. That can stay there. We'll pick this up. So the question is, what would I do? Well, I'll show you what I'll do with the copper, and then we'll come down and deal with the question of how do we deal with this water over here. We can actually remove these as well. Okay, that's good. Now, again, we know where we want to come to, so what we're going to do is build it backwards and get them off here. Now, these splitters don't need to be there. We're going to go a splitter here and a splitter here. It's not perfect, but it works. Okay, there we go. Much cleaner. Now, this here is again interesting. What would I do? We'll clean this up as well. Now, instead of doing it there, what we're going to do is actually come back here and split it. Now, why am I doing that? Because that's going to let me have an additional couple of these here. So instead of, you know, being restricted by some belts that I put down, I'm not going to be restricted by anything apart from the water. You know, the bus is in the way, but so what, we can deal with that. It's just going to let me eke another couple of a couple more modules. Modules be the right word? A couple more copies of this, so we'll probably get one, maybe 1.5 in there. Okay, there we go. So that's how that looks, which is good. Now here's an interesting one. Keep the research rolling so that we're putting it straight on the factory. And yeah, I think that is nearly the episode done. So what is the last thing that we're going to cover? Well, how do we deal with this production bus running straight into the water? It's not quite a production bus yet. It needs another couple of lanes. So they're a little bit close together as well. Now let me grab enough belt to sink a battleship. Okay. So what we will do is we'll run this out to, say, here. And of course I've missed. Say here. And what that means is now we can turn the bus to the south. It's not the most ideal solution because you rarely want to put a corner in things. But this allows me now to run the factory to the south. And the south is going to give us a lot more room. We just need a bit of time, right, to get down and past all of this gear and down into the clear down here. And as we get further and further to the south, you notice that it opens up. So we can run these lines down, okay, and then start to run the factory out to either side, heading in this direction. That's going to give plenty of room. Now, from here, because we've got the... thanks, research. What could I research? Night vision, nice. Because I've got plenty of green circuits coming down the line, what we want to do is split these and give them a little bit more space in between each. How many? 30 to 40 would be ideal. You know, this is going to be like 10. Oh, maybe not that far, so probably twice as far, perhaps. What else can we research? There doesn't seem to be much. But yeah, this would solve the problem. This would be a way of getting around the fact that we're building straight towards some water right now. So that to the south. This to the south. Okay, and then we start to build the factory again down here. You could perhaps energy shielding. Is there anything else? I don't think so. Oh, here we go. Here's one. You could perhaps run. Oh, where's the oil? Let's just sort out red circuits and then that'll do us. So the oil build is over here, right? Now we've got green circuits being run over there. Now, what we could do... here's plastic here. Right, so this is actually going to work out very nicely. So, with this, what we do is run it down to the south, okay? Split off our gear for red circuits, and you would run red circuits somewhere in here, in this location. And that would give you plenty of space to get it done. You would have more than enough room for all the shenanigans required. And yeah, Bob would be your uncle, Frida would be your aunt. So I think we'll leave it on that note. We'll check the quick production values. Yeah, it seems to be pretty decent for a fairly early game factory. He's going to have to do blue for science next. So with that shouldn't be too hard because you can see here that he's got well, there's two of the outputs already ready to go. Yeah, put red circuits down there, and all you'd need is batteries, and that would be it. So thank you very much for joining me. If you'd like to see more of this factory, be sure to go over to Dylloop's factory and his YouTube channel, so that you can check out his factory and watch the stories it unfolds. So thank you very much for joining. Look forward to seeing you in the next episode.